Come on in. My name is Jordan Campbell. I'm the Executive Director here at the Gateway Regional Arts Center, and we are so excited to celebrate the first ever Mount Sterling, City of Mount Sterling Artist in Residence, Miss Brianne Raye. You want to go by her artist name?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. She has to go by her artist name, Brianne Raye. Okay. But we have been so lucky to work with Brianne in many different capacities here in Mount Sterling. And she's got a list for years of work in Mount Sterling if she wants it. So we have lots of business owners and building owners who come to us just about every day and say, how do I get one of them girls' murals? I want one. So you're always welcome back here, that's for sure. But I just wanted to say a few words about our organization and why we felt it was so important for you to be here. The Gateway Regional Arts Center, we've been in this organization, has been downtown in Mount Sterling for just over 20 years. And we've been in this building since 2009. And over the past, what is it, Dr. King, 10 years, Mount Sterling has been going through a revitalization downtown. So our downtown has come to life, largely started by some of the people in this room. And so we're really grateful to them. And you'll hear from one of those leaders here in just a second who was instrumental in making this happen. But when I came in last year, I said, I want us to double down on that impact. I want us to really just paint the town. And my goal, and Dr. King was there, so in my interview I said, I want to make Mount Sterling the mural capital of Kentucky. So we got to work, and the city of Mount Sterling actually put forward $10,000 and committed that to a mural. How many years ago was that? I don't even know. You can...
I don't even say year.
We kind of came together and said, let's make this happen. The first one we want is a mural that says greetings from Mount Sterling. We wanted a postcard mural like you see in a lot of towns, which is right over here. You see that picture there. So we had a connection here. Our education and events manager, Sinclair, said, wait, I have this friend and she'd be really good at it, I think. We should get her in. So she made the call, and we're so glad that she did, because that's how we got to meet you. And I want you to tell us a little bit about that experience, because we had people who were coming up, especially the Nancy Green letter. What letter is that? E. Yeah. We had a lot of people coming up to us and saying, thank you for putting that piece of our local history on that mural. We had somebody who said, I didn't even know who that was. And when I saw the mural, I went home and read about her, and I learned that the original Aunt Jemima character, the person who portrayed Aunt Jemima, was from Mount Sterling. So you're teaching lessons even outside of your art, which is really exciting. But Brianne, I would like to first, actually, I'm going to introduce our mayor, and he's going to talk a little bit, and then I'll ask Brianne some questions. So Mayor Botts, come on up.
You too.
Thank you. I don't have anything prepared. I just wanted to stop by tonight and be a part of this wonderful celebration. Jordan's right. One of the first conversations I had with Jordan when he came on board, and Jordan wears me out. I cannot keep up with this guy.
Jordan wears Jordan out.
I kind of like to do this, and he's like, I'm already ahead of you, Mayor. We're doing that. But one of the first conversations I had was, Jordan, let's figure out murals. And he's like, I'm on it. And then it was in the blink of an eye, we were talking about this big, beautiful mural over here, this postcard mural, this signature. And you're starting to see this pop up everywhere. I love it when you turn on the news and you see 36, 18, 27, 56, whoever it is, KET, and they're showing this mural. And I love it when you look on social media and you're seeing people that are using this mural to take pictures in front of. And this mural has really, like murals are supposed to do, kind of brought a community together. And it's brought a lot of community pride out. And it's so good to see. And then the hits just keep on coming. So then we bring Brianne on to do some other murals. And she and I have had some good talks about where we could do these around town, and she picked out some great locations. And then I'm just shocked at how fast you work.
I try.
You do. It's like Jordan. You know, I can't keep up with Jordan. I couldn't keep up with. It's like, where's Brianne today? You know, it's like, where's Paul? But you know, you see a design, and then the next thing you know, there's some paint forming, and it would be great that people would stop and look, and they're taking pictures, and they're saying, look what's coming next. And I think, Dr. King, you can agree with me when we love as elected officials when we're doing something and we'll see it through the completion, and then you hear from the community, well, what's coming next? What are you all working on next? So there's been a lot of that with these murals that you've given to our community here. And like Jordan said, I don't think you're done. I don't think you're going anywhere. I think we're going to find opportunities for you here in the future. So I did want to present something to you tonight on behalf of the city of Mount Sterling, and it's not this Whirling Sterling shirt. We can probably get her a Whirling Sterling shirt.
We can,
at a discounted rate.
Absolutely.
So we're not going to give you that. But what I do want to present to you is an official key to the city of Mount Sterling.
How cool.
I've told Brianne how proud of her that we are, and I kept saying, you're doing all of this for our community. You might as well just move over and be one of us. So now there's no excuses. We've given her a key. That means you can open the door and get in anytime you want. Lights always on, doors always open, and we would love to just continue having you here in our community, and you continue to bring color, bring brightness, and bring smiles to people's faces.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you, Mayor.
I'm keeping the shirt.
Okay. Well, now you have a key to the city.
You'll never get rid of me.
We can't find it. We can't even find the key to the shed sometimes for you to get the lift, But now you have a key to the city. This works on all doors, right, Al? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, good. Well, Brianne, I'd love to, I was thinking as we were talking about, where's Brianne? Where's Waldo? We have a Ring camera that we watch to know who's coming in the building. And I'm pretty bad about, I'm like a 24-hour, like, who's coming in the building in the middle of the night. Usually it's like a spider walking across the camera, But every now and then I'd see somebody walking in at 6 a.m. to our front door. Who is that?
That would be me.
Brianne? What are you doing? So Brianne was here. What time did you usually start painting?
I started painting like 6:15, 6:30.
6:15.
I'd get a potty break and then go,
So that's very rare for an artist. But I want you to tell us a little bit about your vision. I know that you had a very specific thing in mind when we were talking, across all 3 murals that you did. And unfortunately, you finished it today, right?
Yesterday.
So we have one that we don't have a picture of, but I want you to tell us, and that also includes, over here we have the hub, and I think that there's a common theme throughout your work. So tell us a little bit about your process and your idea for when we said you're doing 3 murals in Mount Sterling.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
I love to incorporate nature into my work. Especially things that are large scale, like the deer that I did. I just think there's something magic that happens when you take something that you see all the time, or like you see every day, and then you blow it up and make it art. And I love that part of it. So that was my whole thing for the deer. I grew up on a farm seeing deer all the time, and they're one of my favorite animals. So I just wanted to, make art with deer in it, and that's what I got to do. That was actually my first mural I ever got to do that was all up to me. I got to come up with everything for it. And it'll be special to me forever. I think that mural will be.
Yeah.
And then, the snails, I just like snails and like nature.
And I will say, I did tell you I want 1 interactive mural out of the 3. So.
Yeah, and I had a hard time coming up with something to do, but I thought, take a snail on a walk. And that's what I painted, And then the cardinal that I did on Bob's music downtown, I just wanted to do something Kentucky. There are music notes coming from him, like he's singing, and it's actually the notes to my old Kentucky home. And I love,
That's so cool.
I got the idea because I paint early in the mornings now because it's July. But when I did the postcard mural, I could hear my old Kentucky home playing downtown.
At the courthouse.
Yeah. And I loved it. So that's why I put
That's
those music notes up there.
What a neat touch. Okay, now you all know the secret, what the music notes are. It's not just random music notes. Well, and just so everybody knows, you were using a lift, which Jenny Rosania, who's not here tonight, but she's very near and dear to the Arts Center's heart, but she provided, we said we needed some donations for a lift, a scissor lift, and she called us, made the donation, paid for the entire thing in one fell swoop. So we really appreciate her. That's how you got lifted up, you know, so you don't have to climb a ladder. So tell us about this experience. What have you learned about our community, and what are you taking away from this Artist in Residence program?
I've had the most amazing time just getting to meet everybody on the street. I think that's probably one of the most, it's just so touching to get to meet people and they come up to you and like tell you how much your work means to their community. And some people that I've met here tonight have told me that they've stopped and watched me paint, and it's just so cool that I get to be the person to bring that to you guys. Especially being so far from where I grew up, it's just, I feel like I'm part of Mount Sterling now, which is great. So
yeah. Well, I was telling somebody, I was talking to David Charles, who's our sheriff here, and I didn't expect him to be a big art buff, but we were talking about this actually, and he sat and talked to me for 10 minutes. You know, somebody really knew what they were doing with the deer, because I've been deer hunting, and the way that the deer are looking around the corner, and I mean, he was into it, you know. So I think that your work, we're actually seeing a ripple effect. People are excited, and they're wanting more art. So you got a lot of fans, and you're making a lot of art fans, which is exciting.
And it's nice to bring, like, he might not have ever seen art up close like that, you know, unless it was public and accessible to the whole community. And I'm glad that I get to do that here. Yeah. So.
And that's the great thing about murals too, is
anybody can see it.
You're just driving. You don't have to walk. You don't even have to step foot in this building. You get to see art. So, well, Brianne, thank you so much. This has been a wonderful summer, and we can't wait to have you back.
I'll be back.
Let's give her one more round of applause, everybody. And one more thing before you go, we have putting on my executive director hat, we have an iPad by the door, and we actually get a grant to get people's thoughts on your time here. So I know I've seen some people walking around, looking at some of our gallery spaces, checking out Brianne's art. If you wouldn't mind, take a minute on that iPad. It's a quick 3-minute survey. Just walk through that, and it gives us good data on what we can do better, how we can improve. If you don't want to wait for the iPad, if somebody's using it, there's a QR code. Just scan it on your phone and take it home with you. So thank you so much. Enjoy the hors d'oeuvres. We have a cash bar, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.